Boom, bam. I'm still here. Going crazy. Doing my best to be present. That's the topic of late, is being present. I'm just much more at peace. If you got something that you need to talk about, feel free to talk about it. To whoever you feel comfortable to, if not yourself, if not God. You know, do your best to get these things out. It may sound jumbled at times, but that's just because of where you are at in life, and that's okay. You're not always going to be feeling like you have everything perfect and figured out or the prettiest looking. But when you start with what you have and you start where you are, there's some serious beauty in that. There's some serious magic that takes place from just starting where you at. There's some serious magic that takes place from just coming as you are, coming as you is, not allowing, what the world shows you as success or what the world shows you as enough to be. You allow what you know deep down within to be, which is you being enough. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. You're beautifully made. There's not much that anybody could do to change that fact. There's really nothing nobody could do to change the fact that you're beautifully made and to change the fact that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And you will continue to see yourself grow, see more, because you deserve it. Even if you feel like you don't deserve it, you deserve it. And them blessings coming because you've been pushing forward. You've been pushing through some things. You've been continuing to flow, even when it feels difficult to flow. You've been remembering who you are and what you bring to the table. You've been remembering that you are enough. You've been remembering that you bring the life to the party. You bring the joy to the party. You bring the unique light to that party because of that light that you carry. And you just remembering all this is just amazing. You may be speaking one way. Somebody may be hearing it another way. You may be speaking in a way. You may be hearing yourself in another way. But the fact that you're speaking is coming from you. Start trusting what you have to say more. Start trusting how you feel more. Keep on speaking. Keep on being alive. Keep on remembering that you came from somewhere. Remember where you came from. Remember where you are headed. And be thankful for where you are. 'Cause you worth it. You're enough. Start playing with your gifts more. Start using your gifts more. Start being creative because you're creative naturally. So don't feel like you have to get stuck in the way of doing things. Do something different the next day. Do something different right now as you're standing in this present moment. And again, it don't have to look perfect. It don't have to ever be perfect. I promise you it don't have to be perfect. You start, and then down the line, you gonna have built something, and it's gonna mean something to, if not you, somebody. It's gonna mean something to somebody. And it's because you built it. You know what I mean? So continue to build. Continue to build it. Continue to push through the storm, push through the smoke screens, push through the doubt, the worry, push through the weariness, the tiredness, the exhaustion, the sleepiness, the confusion, the uncertainty. Push through it all and remember who you are. Remember what you bring. Remember how blessed you are to have eyes to see, to have a vessel to operate and to use, to be a tool for something greater than yourself. Remember, you're connected with God. You could speak. It just takes a little push. It takes a little push through, pushing through that uncomfort, pushing through the same habits that you go through that you have to break out of. It's okay to feel that push. You just have to start. You could start right after this video. You can. And remember, things ain't always gonna look the same. So what you may have done yesterday may not be what works for you today. That's okay. Ain't nobody rushing you to change. Ain't nobody rushing you to stay the same. Ain't nobody rushing you. Ain't nobody chasing you. Nothing's chasing you. And you are right here for a reason. This is how everything works, is you remembering you're right here. Is you being present. That's how everything works. Everything works in this present moment right here, right now. That's where the greatest idea started, was in the present. And it is continuing to go forward. So don't try and go back. Appreciate and let that beauty be what it is. It's beautiful. It stays there though. You keep going. Who are you? You know what I mean? And push yourself. You gotta push yourself. You gotta push past it, sis. You gotta push past it, brother. Cause I know you can. Don't be afraid to switch things up on them. Everybody needs that uncomfortability in a little bit in their life. Even if it's in the form of you being the light. Even if it's in the form of you doing something different. Everybody needs to experience that once in a while, so they could get up out that pit. So the whole thing could change. So the cycles could change. Be that energy. Be that love. Understand that you're enough. Understand that it's bigger than just you. Understand that you embracing who you are heals you. It heals. You're a healer. You're a light, bro. Can't nobody speak the way you speak. Can't nobody be the way you be. So be. Let go and be. Keep speaking. You'll notice something changing within you. You'll start to notice the flow circulating in you more. You won't be just sitting down on so much energy and love and ideas and passion and truth. You won't be just letting it sit there. You'll be using your gifts. You'll be breathing. You'll be spitting that flame. You know what I mean? You will remember that you can. And that's all that matters, is you remembering that you can. You'll start to see the life in your eyes again. You'll start to see your aura come back. You'll start to have that energy again. You'll start to attract love again in many different forms, not just as a person, in many different forms. You'll start to see yourself glowing, man. Don't you want to see yourself glow? I want to see myself glow. I want to remember that I'm alive. I want to remember that I have a life to live. I don't want to stay stuck in the past. I don't want to stay stuck in my head. This world is too big and beautiful for me to be stuck in my head. This world is too big and beautiful for me to keep this love I have to myself and not share it with others around me, not share it with life around me. This world is too beautiful for that. Why not add on to that by just being most authentically me? That don't look like going around shouting everything. That could look like me simply just being honest up on here. Me being honest on here is me being honest out here. Because I'm really just being authentic. You know what I mean? I'm not hiding myself. The unique, intricate ways that you do stuff is you being authentic. So embrace that. Cherish that. You're more than just a skin color. You're more than just your background. You're more than just a man or a woman. You're more than just an adult or a kid. You got what I mean? You're more than all these different labels. You carry energy. You carry life. You've helped people in ways that you can't even imagine. Just from being yourself. And when you keep being yourself, you will see that, wow, me being myself is playing a way better role than I even could have fathomed. Me being myself is actually perfect. Me being myself is actually helping things grow. Because I am a seed. You get what I mean? Like, you are really a seed planted by God. What do seeds do? They grow. You get what I mean? Everything grows. Everything you see is growing in some way, shape, or form. In some way, shape, or form, bro. And you're helping with that. The way you are perceiving stuff. Your mind be changing. Nothing stays the same. You definitely don't stay the same. So just continue to understand the importance of your life. Continue to understand that you are alive. Look at yourself in the mirror and love what you see. Like, really love what you see, bro. Because there's only one you. You got what I mean? And you're way more blessed than you even can fathom. The fact that you are alive is so rare. The fact you're a human being is so rare. You get what I mean? Like, nobody could look like you. Nobody could sound like you. Nobody could feel the way you feel. Nobody could do what you do. All this matters. Nobody came from where you came from. Nobody's went through exactly what you went through. And there's only one you. Bro, how blessed are you? And I'm just here to help you remember what you already know. You get what I mean? So we really set, bro. We came here with everything we need. Let's continue to see what we really have within us. Let's continue to bring it out. It may feel uncomfortable. You may be going through growing pains. You may be experiencing different growing pains. You may be having to purge from certain stuff. But that's perfectly normal in this growth process. And you're going to get exactly where you want it and more. You're going to achieve, bro. There's only one you, bro. Of course you're going to achieve. Duh. Ain't nobody else going to achieve it for you. And that's a good thing you should be looking forward to. Because you have the pleasure to do it. The pleasure's yours. It's yours to achieve. You get what I mean? So cherish that. You know what I mean? You healthy. You have your own everything. And I ain't lying, bro.